wrong with his eyes? What are you trying to... Walker. Walker. I didn't see you, girl. Hey, Walker. Is that not cool? She's turning and opening her mouth. Dancer. Dancer, how are you, Dancer? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Oh, hi, Dancer. Hi, girl. Oh, Dancer, it's good to see you. Oh, Boochka and Winsick and Finsick. Get that rug. Get that rug, boy. What you doing, Boochka? Dancer. Dancer. Boochka. What are you doing, Boochka? Dancer. What you doing? Nah. Now, Winzig. How you doing, Winzig? Boochka. Who's getting in trouble back there? Huh? Boochka. And the baby. And the babies. And the baby. What you got, baby? Nice, good baby. Good baby. Boochka. Well, I'll tell you what. I beg to differ with you. I'll hang out with raccoons before humans. You know why? The humans have a heck of a lot more diseases than raccoons. Right, Walker? Say, you humans, you got hepatitis, you got HIV, COVID, MRSA, syphilis, gonorrhea. You know, all those diseases. We just got a couple, you know. What you doing? But that's okay. We still love you, folks. Right? Yeah. Right, babies? Oh, I know. I'm vaccinated from rabies, so. However, I've never been bit. I've been twice shy, but I've never been bit, so. Walker, I know you need your crackers, because you got babies. Where's your babies at? She's got 5 of them. There you go. You want one of these? You want that too? And grapes? You want grapes? Mamas need their grapes. And the babies need grapes? And the baby need grape? Mm-hmm. You want to? You hang on? Uh-oh. You get that sucker. Yeah? Winzig. Hey, Winzig. Dancer. Spin. That's my spin it. Spin. That's a good girl. Spin. One more time. There you go, Dancer. That's Dancer. She's my spinning raccoon. The great thing about it is they like lasers. Walker. I have dancers here today, so I am extreme. Dancer, hi, hi, honey. How are you, Dancer? Come here, Dancer. Dancer, come here. Spin. Hi, baby. How you doing? Yeah. You grab boy. Don't grab the camera. Hi, baby. Probably if I gave him some food, they'd probably want me. I had to give you guys food. Come on. Come on, get down so you don't have to run. Hey, come on. You gonna hang out there for a minute? Poor thing. What's he doing? These guys come up with all kinds of crazy names. It's kind of cool. Forest puppies and I don't know, trash pandas are thing, but forest puppies. What you guys doing? I always ask them that, what they're doing. What are they doing? They've never answered me, but I know what they're doing. They're eating. You know. What are you doing? Come here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a good baby. Good baby raccoon. Come here, Snippy. That's a good baby. Good baby. There's a Snippy one. Here, you take that. Yeah, that's a good baby. My baby. Come here. Here. Well, uh, they, a lot of people say they wash their food. They don't necessarily wash their food. 50% of their senses are through their paws. Their paws tell them what's around in the water, gives them, tells them what it is, and they touch everything. If you watch their paws, they non-stop. So it's like smelling and hearing for them, right? And that's what we use our paws for. That's why we're so busy. But on the cracker thing, 2 or 3 crackers without drinking something, some water, some milk, some soda, and the same thing. It's like ludicrous trying to eat peanut butter. How you doing, Mama? Come here. That's her. Here, Mama. Sure. You have to run from me. You can go dunk your cookie now. Here you go, Mama. What are you doing, baby? Well, yeah. They need constant stimulation, And what most people do is just feed them, like I do. But I only feed them for 20 hours of the day, because they're here all day long. They just out more at nighttime, because they're nocturnal mostly. They're basically just waking up. What are you doing, baby? What's the matter for you? Yeah. You watching for me? Beautiful. How are you? Mirror possession. Yeah, they do flips like when they're wrestling. And I am on the space coast of Florida, which is home of Elon and NASA and SpaceX. The rockets go over my house for the most part. We're approximately about 10 miles from the beach here in beautiful Central Florida, home of a house of mouse, which don't waste your time. #1 tourist destination in the world, I guess, for a mouse. They're far enough away that that's my only neighbor over there. Nobody lives in that house yet. It just got built. So we don't know who the owners are yet. But for $1,000 down, you can have your choice of this house or other ones for 4.9% interest. $361,000 for that house over there. Unbelievable. 2,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Hey. Psst. Hey. Hey. Well, they do this sometimes. They'll be all here, and for whatever reason, they just decide to all stop and leave. It's the weirdest thing. What you doing? Huh? Come on. My raccoons are southern raccoons, so I think they tend to be more on the passive side. We got any over there? Well, Alan's 8 years old, but I haven't been feeding him for 8 years. He's been here in Raccoonland for all these years, but I just started feeding him about 4 or 5 years ago. But no, I take great pride in not being bit. First off, you don't stick your hand in their face. Just like in a human, you stick your hand in my face and I don't know you, I'm gonna punch you, you know. See, that's raccoon. Oh, I got some spider webs here. Never know what you walk into over here in Florida. Yes, we got rattlesnakes. Hey, what are you doing? You don't want to. You don't want to? Hmm? Hmm? Your paws are warm. It's a beautiful mama. I don't know. They're all like that with me. You know, not all of them, but it's just really weird. They say it's a calm spirit. I guess I'm a calm guy. I don't stay frumpled up too much because it takes the joy away from me. So I like to be in a joyous mood all the time. So. Well, come on, what are you doing? You going up? That's where your baby's at? Oh, there's the babies. I didn't see them up there. Oh. Come on, Mama. Come on. Hard to climb up a hill with slippers on. Hi, Mamas. Hey. That's cool. Good climbers. Hey, what are you doing? Hey. Oh, that will fall. Come here. Yay. How you doing, baby? Come on down. I don't know how I can get over there. And believe it or not, that's pretty far down there, folks. You have to forgive me for the noise and the shoddy camera work, but I'm only one guy with one hand. What are you doing? Where'd the other ones go? We have cats in the neighborhood that are wild, and they all hang out. And I have chickens, and neighbors have chickens, and they don't mess with them here. Wow, that's pretty expensive. However, because I work with many different types of animals, I got my vaccine. My wife's going next week to get hers, so yeah, I gotta go to the vet, get a shot. Well, I bet you feel good. What they give you at the what they give you at the emergency room for your wrist. It depends which state you're in too, where you go to the hospital at. Well, that's the top of my roof there, so you can tell I'm pretty high up. Wow, that's a blue light in the house. And this kind of goes back. I have to give you a tour one day of Raccoonland, of the many acres and habitats on here. Hopefully I don't fall. I ain't been bit, but I fall down and go boom. It doesn't look like much of a hill, but believe me. What you doing? No, they're not nocturnal all the time. And my raccoons are out all the time in the daylight. They don't just carry rabies, folks. You know. What are you doing? Oh, what? Can try to catch it. Well, you gotta throw it to me and maybe I can catch it. Come here. Come on. We're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try it. Oh. Yeah. She ain't going. Yeah, they only live about 7 days if they get it. And they have to be bit by something else that has rabies. Like another dog, or a cat, or a bat, or any other, foxes. Stuff like that. They just don't have rabies, folks. Like you just don't have, well, I can't say that because most people have some type of disease or whatever. And people don't walk around with rabies, so that's a fallacy. I don't know where it started. And dogs that don't get vaccinated for rabies usually die because they get bit by something that has rabies. If you're not vaccinated, you go bye-bye. Come on. Come on. I have to go get some some food for him. We'll go out back here. Thanks for hanging with me, folks. I appreciate it. If you weren't here, I'd still be doing this, so. But I like to share what I get to do with these guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, we got some babies. Hi, mamas. There you go. That's going nowhere. What are you doing? Rachel. Did you bring your babies? Hmm? Baby over there. Huh? Yeah, I think raccoons are cuter than pandas, because pandas don't do much but eat and shit and sleep. You know, they play a little bit, but that's about it. Hey, I got on my first plants. That's the only thing you can't have. You can't grow fruit trees or anything with raccoons, because they eat all your fruit. Is that you, statue? Statue. Is that your baby? Statue? Well, they're gonna find all the cookies over here. That's what they're gonna do. Let's get some. What they do? I don't live in my walls. I have concrete walls. Come on, baby. Hey. Y'all coming? Walker. 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 Hey. Statue. Are you a statue? I don't. Nobody lives in there. It just got built. Yeah. You didn't want your. You didn't want your cookie? Huh? I just broke one of my cookies. No, Walker. That's what you do. I was trying to tell people that let their paws, 50% of their everything goes through their paws. You know, their senses. Right, statue? It's you, baby. Hmm? Huh? Like I said, for you, for $361,000, you can have a concrete block home with no hurricane windows. However, I'll take my 17-year-old house that I've lived in since it was new, and I put in hurricane windows, and I have hurricane strapping, the hurricane garage door, and they don't. And I bet you my house will be here before that one does if we have any. Well, they'll get to watch. They'll have when whoever buys the house, they'll have the lights on. I guess they're painting the trim. You know, the final. You know, somebody buys a house and they say, "Well, I want this color, that color," and then they go in and paint it that color. So, you know, whatever design they want, the color of the rooms or whatever. Well, at least I have the back of the house I can feed them if we have a problem here. So. Dancer. Hmm? Where's your friend now? That's not Dancer, I'm sorry. Hmm? Billy. Hmm? Mm-hmm. You don't want this one? Oh, really? You're not going to give you the other cookie? Huh? They actually have, you know, like certain cookies. You want to try this one now? Yeah, so do people. People carry more diseases than these stupid raccoons, guy. and humans are just as much a nuisance as these people. As these raccoons, I'm sorry. Raccoons don't have HIV, they don't have COVID, RSV, hepatitis, syphilis, gonorrhea. That's just a couple off the top of my head. So what's a little bit of rabies? And they just don't have rabies. They just get bit, and because there's so many of them, they seem to camera work. Yeah, I'll stick with the raccoons. I know. I'm being sarcastic too. Or I'm being facetious. Hey, everybody takes chances. Some people jump out of planes or rock climb with no safety. Same here. But I do have safety. I have rabies vaccine, so I'm not really worried about it. I've been feeding these guys for almost 5 years, and haven't had a problem yet. But there's always that one day, you know, because there's law of averages. Sooner or later, you're going to get a flat tire. Hey, baby. You say sooner or later, we're going to get a flat tire. And you're going to have to get a tow truck. You have to turn the tire yourself. You could give them, it's better give them dog food. I give them puppy chow or any type of puppy food. Smaller kibble for them. And cat food gives raccoons urinary crystals. So it's just better to try to give them dog food if you can. You know, if it's occasional, it's okay. You know, but you're going to feed them every day like I do twice a day. I would suggest getting them a bucket of food. You don't like that cookie. And that's the food. Uh-oh, you found a stash. You want this one? Well, I'll tell you what. There you go. Now you got sharp claws. Yeah, baby. No, baby. Now what you doing, sweetie? You know, it's just like these people that tell them that the devil made them do it, or that the voice inside their head told me to. How come the voice inside their head never said, "Go clean a park, sweep the beach, stand on a corner and praise the Lord"? You know, it's always go kill somebody. You know, that's your own voice in your stupid head. I don't ever wake up in the morning going, I feel like killing somebody today. Though I thought that I would like to have done it a couple of times, you know, people on your nerves, but yeah. Hello, Bliss. I thank you for stopping and hanging out. See, but I am zoned agricultural, so plus I have a wildlife class 3 license, so technically I'm a rehabber breaking the law. But doesn't everybody break the law? I know everybody lies. That's what House always says. Everybody lies. But I wouldn't have to. Now, this is serious, though. I wouldn't have to feed all these raccoons, have not for the greedy corporations and people who want bigger land and more house and pools and all that, knocking down their natural habitat and thereby creating a housing crisis and thereby food insecurity. So then these guys got to apply for food stamps and Section 8 vouchers. And, you know, the list is long. And these guys don't live that long in order to get on them lists. So I have to be the mediary in between them getting their benefits and... But it is true about the... my city's going through a hell of a growth spurts. And, you know, Florida is, you know, where everybody wants to come. So build, build, build. Unlike certain states, you know, like Illinois, Indiana, they're not everybody's, you know, flocking to Illinois to live. But thousands of people do it down here every day, so... Hello, folks. I'm glad we're all just having fun here, because that's all this is about. Sharing wildlife and their stories and how cute these animals are, and, you know. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't have a car, and I was one of the best decisions my wife and I ever made. And I have more disposable income and I get around just as much if I need to go somewhere. Uh, I save a lot more money, have less responsibility with owning a car. But see, I'm retired, so I don't need a car to go to work. I don't need a car to drive my kids to school, you know. So, but for me, that was the best. Phew, so much money you save. And because I'm a senior, and because I own my house, I have homestead exemption, I have senior exemption, and I have military disability discount. So, my house is valued at $298,000, built in 2006, and I just paid $540 for taxes and $2,000 a year for house insurance. So that's not bad. So there you go. Florida's a heck of a place to live. It's you get a little bit more bang for your buck down here. That's all I can say. You just get shitty oranges. You live in the orange state, and oh yes, you have regular possums, though you don't have opossums. Because you guys, those you have possums. The Americans call the possums that we have here possums, but they're not. They're opossums. Opossum bin Ladens. Everybody's got to be crazy once in a while, right, statue? Statue. Stand. Stand. So you have to train animals too, you know. Just like, you know, the guy that gets in the cage with the lion, you know. Statue. Stand. Up. Come on. They're so ugly that they're cute, though, the possums. My statue sister. Statue. Nice statue. That's too much in the zone there. What you want? Rachel. You going to do your grunting? Where's your baby? What you good? You what? Rachel. Rachel. How you doing, Rachel? What you doing? Rachel. I gotta get you on. Hold on. She's one of my only raccoons that can grunt. She'll actually grunt. So. Yeah, come on. Hey, Rachel. Come here. Rachel. Come on, Rachel. Where's your baby? Statue. My statue. You're so gentle. You're such a good girl. No, we have certain licenses and certain levels of license that allow you to, uh, if you have an injured animal or whatnot, there are different things that, uh, rescue or wildlife rehabbers can do, or like having a class 3 license like I do, I'm allowed to carry. Basically, it's like a concealed. Tony Two Toes. Tony. Tony. He just ran off for some reason. That's Tony Two Toes. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but when you have an animal, you notify and see. Once you do the notification, then they have to to alert everything. Whether it's the CDC, make sure they don't have rabies or any other diseases. It's just safety protocols. But that's what anything with any animal, especially in Florida, because turtles, these guys are protected. They're a nuisance, but they're protected. Don't ask me, that's crazy. They're having problems with the alligators, right? So they're going to spend millions of dollars to ward off the raccoons, to stop the raccoons from eating the alligator eggs. Because the raccoons are going into wherever the area is of these alligators, and they're eating the alligator eggs. And it's like, really? You're going to spend, donations, tax money, whatever, wherever they're getting the money from to do it, for alligator eggs. Let them eat. Jeez, what do we need alligators for, really? I don't know. It's crazy stuff, people. You can't kill them. You just can't kill a raccoon for any reason. Yeah, even if it's a nuisance, you still have to notify them that you have nuisance. If you don't have any issuance of a notice of prior, it's a pain in the ass. You just can't go and trap them and kill them. Just like the turtles. Everything is protected down here. All the wildlife is. They're crazy. It's just like the alligator eggs. Why are you going to protect the alligator eggs? But we can eat the alligator tail. See, there's money in it. That's what it is. There's money in it. There's no money in raccoon tail. Yeah, it's a lot of work, folks. I have an area that in my office. Basically, it's for rehab, and they actually come out and inspect your property, and they don't tell you when they do it either. So it's kind of like a surprise visit. I like the group Havoc. If you've ever listened to some kind of like the good heavy metal, there's a band called Havoc, Havok, Havoc. Check them out. They're from Colorado. I don't know where all the rest of the raccoons went, so I'm gonna have to It's not that I'm naive to it. It's just that humans always try to plot the course for nature instead of allowing nature to take its course. So in our great intelligence that we are, we try to control it. And then you have problems with too much nitrogen, and then you get fish kills, and then all this, and then people uh, continue to use fertilizers and all that, and it goes into the Indian River, pollutes everything, and then the seagrass don't grow, then the sea cows can't eat because the people using fertilizers and nitrogen, and so blame it on the people. The animals always seem to do fine till the humans interfere, you know. But hey, we're just here to enjoy nature and wildlife, you know. Wow. I didn't know so many people would snitch on someone for feeding wildlife. So, birds are just a nuisance too. Uh, but it's okay to feed birds. Or squirrels. Oh, give the squirrels peanuts. Feed the birds. Everybody feeds the birds, that's okay. And they're a nuisance too. But yeah, that's okay. I'm 62, so yeah, no, I'm not a Woodstock hippie because I was too young. However, the 70s was one of the best decades of my life. Right. And if you weren't there, you wouldn't realize it. So each decade is a good thing. Good to change instead of being stuck on stupid. I say what's a nuisance are spam calls. That's what a nuisance is. These aren't nuisances. Unless you've been personally injured by one of them. You know? Yes, I love the my herons. I have the great blue heron and the mini one. I have all those too, except for beavers and otters. I don't have those, but I have bears and bobcats and panthers, and we have Florida panther down here also. And bears. Now, I won't be feeding my bears, so don't worry about that, folks. But I will be going to the area right over here, 300 feet from my house, to go feed the alligators. And what I'll do is take a couple of these raccoons and go feed the alligators, since these guys are a nuisance. And I'll put that up and you can watch that. And maybe you can feel good about it. Hey, you guys want to go to Canal tomorrow and go see Uncle Al? As in Al, a gator? uh, what are you doing? Well, Christy, that's wonderful. I love nature. And peace and joy that I get out of this feeding these nuisance critters is a wonderful thing. And to have just as many thousands of people watching this tells me that I'm doing the right thing. So I'll continue. Well, what you're bitching about? Come here. What you griping about, Rachel? Come here. Come here. Come here. This is the shoes. You don't like the shoes? Come here. Oh, is that one bothering you over there? Is that what it is? Rachel. Come here. Yeah. Oh, and we got my babies. Walker, you brought your babies. Come on, babies. I have 17 babies, so. Yeah, the pythons, that's a nuisance. Especially when they come and eat your cattle. Eat your sheep and your goats. That's a nuisance. Baby. Oh, they're all down at the... What are you doing? Goomba. Goomba, come here. Goomba. 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 Hey. Come here, Goomba. Come on in. Goomba, you want to cookie? No, I have actually 35 in rotation. And snitches get stitches. No, you don't give them cat food. They give them some dog food. You don't give raccoons cat food because it gives them urinary crystals. Well, Goomba. I don't know what's going on in the world today, but I thank you and I thank Jesus for being in my life. And that's a wonderful thing. Because no matter what the world says, I know the truth, so. And it has set me free. It's not just humans. See, go into this and do this. every once in a while. Okay, back to work. There's probably somebody walking over there with another raccoon. They're good watchdogs, coons, cogs, whatever you want to call them, cat dog, doggies. Hey, Goomba. Oh, I love lynxes. Those are so cool. Come on. You come? Come on. Hmm? You've been here before. You know what the drill is. Come on. You wanna go bowling? Yeah. Well, hey, folks. I've been on this phone here for about an hour, and this old man's gotta get to bed. Past my bedtime. Way past my bedtime. I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock, so. Not that you all care. But what I do care about is that you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending your time with us and having a nice conversation. I do appreciate the conversation, folks. Even if it's negative, it's okay, I understand. I believe in free speech, you know. Nobody was really mean, so I do appreciate it. Thank you for sharing also. And I hope to see you guys back again. And with that being said, be safe, folks. Well, it depends what year and who's singing. Now, if you want some eerie stuff, you know, you go through Master Reality. And then if you want precision, you go the Mob Rules, you know, Ronnie James Dio, which is probably one of my favorite singers. But I don't want to get on the music thing. I like the Ian Gillian, but not for Ozzy, or not for Black Sabbath. Ozzy and Dio, those are the only two. I'm more into, you know, I like King Diamond and, you know, Merciful Fate, Slayer, Overkill is one of my favorites, Testament. I am a percussionist, so I do play that type of music. I like some of the new Death Angel, Gojira, a little bit of that stuff. Simple stuff. The simple music, but it's okay. But I don't find too many 60, yeah, the Headless Cross. The Eternal Idol. See, the thing is, if you didn't grow up listening to that, and you listen to it later on in life, it's a different experience as when you listen to that music when it first came out, and that's what I did. And listening to all the classics and all the stuff that's been built on the music. The classics still don't, nothing beats the classics, folks. It's just the new music now, and the digital technology and everything's too perfect, and it's people aren't being who they really are anymore, because you got the vocal synthesis and everything. There's not going to be any more Dios anymore, folks. But anyway, Thank you for stopping by. Y'all be blessed. Well, I'm glad I'm getting off the thing here, because there's some really weird people out there that have some sick minds to really, wow. See, that's a nuisance there. You guys were talking about these raccoons being a nuisance. What's a nuisance? Is having people like that. Because I'm going to be falling off the edge of the world here. If you listen to fools, the mob rules. So, hey, you all have a blessed and wonderful day. And thank you. I see the eternal idol there. Oh, I was trying to figure that out for a second. Fell in love with a country girl. Thanks, dude. Or you could be a chick too. So I have a friend that when we talk lyrics, like names of songs, like, well, you should have been whatever, and it's hard to explain, but that's the beginning of the song before the Mob Rules. That's one of my favorite albums. Well, I mean, so is Heaven and Hell. Children of the Sea is probably one of my favorite Dio songs, just because his voice in that. In the misty morning, on the edge of time. Well, that's really nice, but there are children that watch this channel, and I don't think that talking about their personal, and that wouldn't really be a question that a human should even ask in this type of setting, in a classroom or a more professional setting, as if you were doing this professionally. This wouldn't be something that you just pour out on a coffee table for somebody to look at. But with that being said, I'm going to fall off to the edge of the world, like I said, and I'm going to die young. Because if it's not a symptom of the universe, it's a place that we will all, go touch it. Well, God had to like Black Sabbath because his favorite son he had to kick out of the house, and that's why Ozzy's, the devil. Hi, outsider. How are you, baby? Hi, girl. It's outsider. No. She's got a soft belly. Yeah. Outsider, how you doing, baby? Hi. Yeah. How you doing? Hey. It's just changed. So anyway, folks, hey, the Internal Idol, enjoy. Thank you very much for sharing that with me. And all right, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, not bad for a guy that got his little tippies messed with. I'll tell you what, Bill Ward, I love Bill Ward, his drumming style. Double time, half time, signature changing, Very good drummer. But, outsider, did you have your babies? You don't have any babies yet. You're not old enough. What do you know, girl? That's, yes. Ginger Baker. Yeah, all that class. How old are you, by the way, Eternal Idol? If you don't mind me asking. So it helps me understand where, what you've been through there with the knowledge. My babies. Here, you go, take that. I got a baby here. I got the baby. Let's change this here. Sorry, folks, with the camera angle here. There we go. Hey, baby. Oh, you were born in 1866? Well, you're pretty old fart. I was born in 63, so. Yeah, you're getting outnumbered here because the baby's, well, hi, darling. Well, what you gonna do with that? You wanna get that? Oh, that's later. Yes, darling. Look at baby. Actually, one of my favorite albums is Ozzy Osbourne's Speak of the Devil. And I was at the Chicago Theater, or the International Amphitheater in Chicago, and saw Ozzy on that tour. So, that was right after Randy Rose got killed. Well, look at the babies. Where are they going, huh? What's you doing, darling? Hi, baby. The babies. There we go. Here. Here. Goomba. Hi, Goomba. Goomba. You don't want to, right? Goomba. You gotta give him grapes. Yeah, well, they're trash robbers, that's what they are. Here. Well, hey, folks, I gotta get cutting. I've been on here a little bit longer than I've been jibber jabbering and yammering on. Chatty Cathy. Actually, my two favorite songs is probably Diary of a Madman and That's a hard thing to pick because I like Sato. I like Over Mountain just because it's but, I say Diary of a Madman's probably oh, yeah, you got your ass kicked, outsider. Yeah, that's my girl. What you doing, Goomba? Yeah, she don't like you. You're gonna stay out of trouble, honey. Yeah. You got in trouble. Don't blame me. Journey to the center of eternity. Anyway, thank you, Eternal Idol. Y'all have a wonderful day. All the ones that I haven't said hi to and the ones that I have said hello to, thank you for stopping by today. I do appreciate you. So my raccoon say hello and thank you. And that's about it. Right? You gonna have a little rest or you gonna hang out? What you doing, Stay away. You wanna do this together? You don't have to go anywhere. No babies. Oh, they're non-stop. You guys, I could probably feed them for 3 hours non-stop and I'll eat. But hey, folks, once again, I gotta get out of here. It's time for bed. Y'all have a blessed night. Be good to yourselves. Remember that. You have to love yourself in order to love others. So if you don't love yourself yet, just know that somebody loves you. And here we are. Have a wonderful day, folks. Good night. Well, do you want a male or a female to eat? Good night, folks.